So, a lot of you guys wanted to know how I managed to play Rainbow Six Siege PC on my mobile phone. Well, you guys asked for it, I got it. Here's the video, so without further ado, let's get started. So for this to work, I'm using an app called Steam Link, which basically allows me to mirror my PC games onto my mobile phone right here. I'll drop the link in description so that you guys can download it. It is on both Play Store and App Store. So let's get started with the setup. Once you download Steam Link, you're supposed to connect your PC with a Steam Link. It does it automatically. Basically, when you open Steam Link, it shows you looking for PC running Steam, and then all you have to do is click on your PC and enter the code it gives you. That's it. It's very easy, you can do it. Now once you are in Steam Link, I'll show you how to set up the controls. Once you're in Steam Big Picture, go to Library and click on Rainbow Six Siege. Go to Manage Game. In Manage Game, click on Controller Configuration. So now I have a controller connected, that's why showing this. If you don't have a controller connected, it should automatically show the touchscreen. If you do, click on Switch Controller. Once you click on Switch Controller, we have is Remote Play Touch Controller. Click on that, and here we have our phone HUD, the buttons which we are going to assign as PC keys and use them on our phone. So we have is Y, X, A, B, which is Y is for space, then X is for mouse button 3, then we have is prone and crouch as control and C, we have is V for melee button or the knife button, we have is M1, M2, M3, M4 till M8. These are extra buttons which you can assign to whatever you want. We have aim, which we can have aim, we can toggle it on or off, that is totally up to you guys. We have a shoot, which is 0, which I'll explain why it's on 0 and not the left click mouse button. Then we have is Q, E, left shift, G, 5, F, and yeah, just the normal buttons just to act as the PC input. Now let's get to the important one. For this to work as a movement stick, this circle thing, go up here. It should be on joystick move and start. Go to change that style of input to directional pad and use these buttons. Assign it as your movement key. For the basic, it should be WASD, but I change it to arrow up, down, left, and right. So this is movement forward, right, back, and left. You don't have the use for the click action, it's not necessary. But here's what you're supposed to do. Go to additional settings, outer ring binding, make it left shift, that is for sprinting. So basically when you are dragging your the joystick, if you exceed it at a certain range, your player will start to sprint automatically. It's not that optimized compared to PC, but it's good, it does the job. And outer ring binding radius, it's up to you guys. You have to increase it or decrease it according to your joystick size. But change the outer ring binding to left shift or whatever your sprint button is. And for one more important thing, that is crouch. For me, I prefer crouch and prone to be on one button, so I make crouch hold to prone. So basically, this regular press is gonna be C, that is crouch. So if I press that button once, my player crouches. Then you can go to add activator, which I've already done over here. You can add activator like this and make it regular, long, double press, anything like that. I'm just gonna remove this one. I have one for long press. Basically, if I hold my C, it's gonna act as control, that is for prone button. And you can increase its time, how long you're supposed to hold. For me, 0.075 seems perfect. I'll increase a bit because for some reason I was not able to do it on time. And there we have it. These are the two buttons that you have to focus on. Others are totally up to you guys. You can toggle on, off. Once you're done, go click on done, and we'll go back to R6. Okay, so now on how to assign your controls, you have to click on this button right here. It should be over here for you guys. I have edited over there. Click on this button. You have its layout controls. Click on layout controls, and you have all your buttons which you have assigned in the Steam Big Picture settings. Just click on those buttons, drag them anywhere you want, where you want to place them. You can resize them and just place them there. To remove them, go back to the layout edit button and just drag them there. And to save your layout, click on it and press the cross again. There you go. You can also change their color. like this. Please don't keep it pink. And there we go. So you guys can see this is my HUD with all my buttons that I've assigned. You can see control is crouch and prone both. If I tap, it's crouch. If I hold, it's prone. This is shoot, move. So that here, the outer ring binding radius, this is what I'm going to talk about. Like I told you guys, if you exceed a certain region, you're going to sprint. So you can see this is joystick. I'm not exceeding, I'm not. And I exceeded, I started to sprint. That is the outer ring binding radius. Then the rest is simple. Q, E, mouse button 3, V, spaces for jumping over obstacles, mouse button 2, G, 6, 5, I don't have any drones with me, switch weapon, R. So yeah, that is the setup. It's very simple. Now to explain to you guys why I have mouse as 0. Well, there is a button that you can use for mouse input. Let me just show it to you guys. And that is this button. Let me just wait. Yeah, this button. These 3 buttons, all 3 of them can be used as a mouse input. I prefer the bigger one. Don't make it sound sus. I prefer the one in the rectangular shape. Fuck. Yeah, so this one, this is the one I prefer because it has a lot of options. But the reason I don't use it is because when I started to use, I realized it is jittery, like a lot. Let me just show it to you guys. So if we go to controls, layout controls, we add the mouse button, we resize it accordingly. And we can see, if you guys can notice, I'm moving my aim slightly, but it's still going vertical even though I'm moving it horizontally. And for like to hold slight angles, you can see the vertical movement of my scope. And that is why I don't use this one. And the reason we have 0 as our shoot, well, I'll explain it to you guys as well. You can use this feature right here as your mouse. We have is trackpad and cursor, direct cursor. You don't want to use trackpad. Let me just, remove my mouse shoot. So right now we have is, where is shoot? We have shoot as left mouse click as well as 0. Let me just remove that. How do I make it unidentified? You know what? Fuck this shit. It doesn't matter. Yeah. So this is what trackpad looks like. Basically, when you drag and leave, it acts as a cursor. You can see my aim is still moving even though I'm lifting my finger, my aim keeps on moving. That's why I don't like this feature. I use direct cursor because that doesn't happen in it. And let me just explain to you guys why the 0 shoot. You can see the gesture list. We have is one finger tap as left click for both trackpad even as direct cursor. You cannot remove the gesture. I've tried it myself. So what happens if you have that one click as shoot? Go to customize controls and my shoot button will be as my left mouse click. That is the same gesture as one click finger touch. This is what happens. Basically, your finger touch is your guide as well as it is a left click. And you cannot change that gesture. That's why you have to make the shoot button something that you don't use. For me, that's why I have it on 0. So now it doesn't happen anymore. See, it's that simple. Also, I couldn't help but notice you guys haven't subscribed yet for I don't know what reason. Like, do you guys not want to watch one of the best future Rainbow Six Siege mobile player? Come on. Trust me guys, subscribe to my channel if you guys want to learn Rainbow Six Siege Mobile perfectly, if you guys want to watch one of the best gameplays, if you guys want to watch one of the best tutorials out there, one of the best tips and tricks. I'm gonna be doing all of those things. So make sure you guys subscribe, because trust me, it's gonna be worth it. Well, hope you guys have a nice day. Peace.